Equals fear can often feel like a heavy weight, holding you back from pursuing your true potential. Have you ever found yourself avoiding a situation simply because it feels overwhelming? This is a common experience, and it often stems from a desire for control. You may think that by avoiding certain challenges, you are protecting yourself from discomfort. However, this avoidance can lead to a cycle of fear that limits your growth. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, emphasizes the importance of understanding what is within our control and what is not. He encourages us to focus on our own actions and responses rather than external circumstances that we cannot change. This is the essence of the dichotomy of control. When you recognize that your power lies in your choices and reactions, you can begin to break free from the chains of fear. Consider a moment in your life when you faced a daunting task. Perhaps it was a presentation at work or a difficult conversation with a loved one. In those moments, did you focus on what you could control, your preparation, your mindset, your attitude? Or did you allow fear to dictate your actions, leading you to avoid the situation altogether? The comfort of avoidance can be tempting, but it often leads to regret. You may find yourself wishing you had taken that leap only to realize that the fear was more paralyzing than the actual challenge. By embracing the dichotomy of control, you can shift your perspective. Instead of fearing the unknown, you can focus on what you can do in the present moment. Ask yourself, what is truly within my control? This question can serve as a powerful tool to navigate your fears. By identifying your sphere of influence, you can take actionable steps toward overcoming obstacles. Remember, fear is often a product of our thoughts, and by changing our thoughts, we can change our reality. As you reflect on this, consider how you can apply the principles of Marcus Aurelius in your daily life. The next time you feel fear creeping in, pause and ask yourself what you can control. This simple shift in mindset can empower you to face challenges head-on, transforming fear into an opportunity for growth. Fear can be a powerful force in our lives, often dictating our choices and shaping our experiences. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that fear is a reaction to the unknown, a response to what we cannot control. When you allow fear to dominate your thoughts, you miss opportunities for growth and fulfillment. Imagine a scenario where you hesitate to pursue a new job or relationship because of the fear of failure. This fear can lead to stunted growth, preventing you from realizing your potential. You may find yourself trapped in a cycle of emotional distress, constantly worrying about what might go wrong instead of embracing the possibilities that lie ahead. In his Meditations, Aurelius emphasizes the importance of focusing on what is within your control. When you dwell on fears, you relinquish your power to external circumstances. You become a prisoner of your own mind, allowing anxiety to dictate your actions. What if you chose to confront your fears instead? What if you recognize that the only true control you possess is over your thoughts and reactions? By shifting your perspective, you can transform fear into a catalyst for action. Consider the missed opportunities that arise from living in fear. Each moment spent worrying is a moment lost to potential growth. You may find yourself avoiding challenges that could lead to personal development or deeper connections with others. Instead of allowing fear to paralyze you, embrace the Stoic principle of acceptance. Acknowledge your fears, but do not let them define you. Understand that fear is a natural part of life, but it does not have to dictate your choices. In practical terms, you can begin to confront your fears by identifying specific situations that trigger anxiety. Ask yourself, what is the worst that could happen? Often, you will find that the reality is far less daunting than your imagination suggests. By taking small steps to face your fears, you reclaim your power and open yourself to new possibilities. Remember, the dichotomy of control teaches us that while we cannot control external events, we can control our responses to them. Embrace this wisdom, and you will find that fear loses its grip on your life. In the realm of Stoicism, Marcus Aurelius offers profound insights into the dichotomy of control, a concept that emphasizes the importance of distinguishing between what is within our control and what is not. This understanding is not merely theoretical, it serves as a practical guide for navigating the complexities of life. Aurelius encourages you to embrace rationality, which allows you to focus your energy on your thoughts and actions rather than external circumstances that are beyond your influence. Imagine you are faced with a challenging situation at work. You may feel overwhelmed by the demands placed upon you, but Aurelius would remind you to reflect on what you can control. You cannot dictate the actions of your colleagues or the decisions made by your superiors, but you can control your response to these challenges. This is where the power of rationality comes into play. By choosing to respond with calmness and clarity, you reclaim your agency in the situation. Aurelius also emphasizes the importance of embracing the present moment. He suggests that dwelling on the past or worrying about the future only distracts you from the here and now. By focusing on the present, you can find strength within yourself to face whatever challenges arise. This perspective encourages you to cultivate resilience, as you learn to accept the things you cannot change while actively working on those you can. Consider a personal anecdote. Perhaps you have experienced a moment of frustration when things did not go as planned. In that moment, ask yourself, what was within my control? This thought-provoking question can shift your mindset from one of helplessness to empowerment. By recognizing your ability to choose your thoughts and actions, you align yourself with Aurelius's teachings. Ultimately, the dichotomy of control is about understanding your limits and recognizing your strengths. It is a call to action, urging you to take responsibility for your choices and to cultivate a mindset that embraces acceptance and rationality. By doing so, you can navigate life's uncertainties with grace and confidence. The dichotomy of control is a fundamental concept in the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, emphasizing the distinction between what is within our control and what is not. This principle is not merely theoretical, it serves as a practical guide for navigating the complexities of daily life. In essence, it teaches you to focus your energy on what you can influence while accepting what you cannot change. This understanding can lead to a profound sense of peace and resilience. To grasp the dichotomy of control, consider the definition. It is the separation of things into two categories, those you can control and those you cannot. For instance, you cannot control the actions of others, the weather, or the outcomes of certain events. However, you can control your thoughts, reactions, and decisions. This clarity allows you to allocate your mental and emotional resources more effectively. In your daily life, applying this concept can transform your experiences. Imagine facing a challenging situation at work. You may feel overwhelmed by deadlines and the expectations of your colleagues. Instead of fixating on the pressure, reflect on what you can control, your effort, your attitude, and your response to stress. By concentrating on these aspects, you empower yourself to act rather than react, fostering a sense of agency. Marcus Aurelius often illustrated this principle in his writings. He advised that when faced with adversity, you should ask yourself whether the situation is within your control. If it is not, let it go. This practice not only alleviates anxiety but also cultivates a mindset of acceptance and resilience. For example, if you encounter criticism, you can choose how to respond. You can either let it affect your self-worth or view it as an opportunity for growth. This choice is yours, and it exemplifies the dichotomy of control in action. Ultimately, understanding this dichotomy encourages you to live with intention and purpose. It invites you to engage with life more fully, knowing that while you cannot control everything, you can control your perspective and actions. This shift in focus can lead to a more fulfilling and less stressful existence. As we delve into the dichotomy of control, we arrive at a pivotal moment in our understanding of personal agency. This concept, central to Marcus Aurelius's philosophy, emphasizes the distinction between what is within our control and what is not. Recognizing this dichotomy is not merely an intellectual exercise, it is a transformative realization that can empower you to navigate life's challenges with greater clarity and purpose. Imagine a scenario where you face a setback at work. You might feel frustrated, anxious, or even defeated. However, by applying the dichotomy of control, you can shift your mindset. Instead of fixating on the outcome, something beyond your control, you can focus on your response. This shift is where your true power lies. You dictate how you react to the situation, and this realization can be liberating. Aurelius reminds us that our thoughts and reactions are the only things we can truly govern. When you embrace this idea, you begin to take responsibility for your emotional responses. This does not mean ignoring your feelings, rather, it means acknowledging them and choosing how to respond. For instance, if you encounter criticism, instead of allowing it to derail your confidence, you can choose to view it as an opportunity for growth. This perspective empowers you to transform challenges into stepping stones. Consider the analogy of a ship navigating through a storm. The captain cannot control the weather, but they can control the ship's direction and how they respond to the waves. Similarly, you cannot control external events, but you can steer your thoughts and actions. This is the essence of the dichotomy of control. In practical terms, start by identifying situations that trigger strong emotional reactions. Ask yourself, what aspects of this situation can I control? What can I let go of? By consistently practicing this awareness, you will cultivate a mindset that embraces responsibility and resilience. Remember, the power to shape your experience lies within you. Embrace it, and you will find a profound sense of freedom. In the journey of life, you often encounter situations that are beyond your control. Marcus Aurelius teaches us that understanding the dichotomy of control is essential for a fulfilling existence. This concept emphasizes the importance of distinguishing between what you can control and what you cannot. By focusing on your thoughts, actions, and reactions, you can cultivate a sense of inner peace and resilience. To apply this principle in your daily life, start with mindfulness techniques. Take a moment each day to pause and reflect on your thoughts. Ask yourself, are these thoughts within my control? This simple practice can help you identify the sources of your stress and anxiety. For instance, if you find yourself worrying about the opinions of others, remind yourself that their thoughts are beyond your control. Instead, focus on your own values and actions. Another effective method is to engage in reflective practices. At the end of each day, consider the events that unfolded. Write down what you could control and what was outside your influence. This exercise not only clarifies your thoughts but also reinforces the idea that your power lies in your responses. For example, if you faced a challenging situation at work, reflect on how you handled it. Did you react with anger or patience? Recognizing your responses can guide you toward more constructive behaviors in the future. As you implement these practices, remember that the goal is not to eliminate all negative emotions but to understand and manage them. Embrace the idea that you can choose how to respond to life's challenges. This shift in perspective can lead to greater emotional resilience and a more profound sense of well-being. In conclusion, applying the dichotomy of control is a transformative process. By focusing on what you can control and letting go of what you cannot, you empower yourself to navigate life's complexities with grace and strength. You possess the ability to shape your reality through your choices and actions. As we delve deeper into the dichotomy of control, it becomes essential to understand how to master this concept in our daily lives. Marcus Aurelius emphasizes that the key to a fulfilling life lies in recognizing what is within our control and what is not. This recognition is not merely an intellectual exercise, it is a practical guide for living. You must actively engage in daily practices that reinforce this understanding. One effective practice is to cultivate a supportive community. Surround yourself with individuals who share your commitment to Stoic principles. Engage in discussions that challenge your perspectives and encourage growth. This communal support can serve as a reminder of the importance of focusing on your own actions and responses, rather than external circumstances. Additionally, ongoing self-reflection is crucial. Take time each day to assess your thoughts and actions. Ask yourself, am I reacting to things outside my control? How can I redirect my focus to what I can influence? This practice not only fosters personal growth but also aligns with Aurelius's teachings in Meditations, where he urges us to examine our thoughts and intentions regularly. Consider a modern example. Imagine facing a challenging situation at work. You may feel overwhelmed by deadlines and the expectations of others. Instead of succumbing to stress, pause and identify what you can control. You can control your effort, your attitude, and your response to the pressure. By focusing on these aspects, you reclaim your power and maintain your peace of mind. In mastering the dichotomy of control, you empower yourself to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. Remember, the goal is not to eliminate external pressures but to cultivate an inner strength that allows you to respond effectively. As you practice these principles, you will find that your perspective shifts, leading to a more tranquil and purposeful existence. As we have journeyed through Marcus Aurelius's thought, we began by questioning the nature of control in our lives. We explored the challenges of external circumstances and how they often dictate our emotional responses. Understanding the dichotomy of control allowed us to differentiate between what is within our power and what is not. We analyzed the framework of acceptance, recognizing that our reactions are the only true domain we can govern. Confronting misconceptions about control, we learned that relinquishing the need to control everything outside ourselves is liberating. We applied this understanding to our daily lives, realizing that our peace of mind hinges on our ability to focus on our own actions and thoughts. Finally, we integrated these insights into a practical philosophy that empowers us to navigate life's uncertainties with grace and resilience. Each step revealed the profound wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, guiding us toward a more centered existence. Tomorrow morning, before you check your phone, before you fall into autopilot, pause. Ask yourself, is this choice truly mine, or am I following the expectations of others? This single question embodies the essence of the dichotomy of control. Do not wait for someday. Your transformation begins with tomorrow's first conscious choice. By recognizing what is within your control, you can reclaim your agency and live authentically. If this video fundamentally shifted how you understand your relationship with control, hit that like button. It signals YouTube to share this with others who may feel overwhelmed by external pressures. Your like becomes an act of philosophical solidarity, helping others discover Marcus Aurelius's liberating insights. Share this with someone who is struggling to find their own path amidst societal expectations. Someone who needs Marcus Aurelius's permission to break free from conformity. This video might be the catalyst they have been waiting for, guiding them toward a more empowered existence. Subscribe for weekly philosophy that cuts through surface level advice and dives into ideas that genuinely transform how you see yourself and the world. We are building a community of individuals who refuse to accept easy answers, who embrace Marcus Aurelius's challenge to think deeply and live authentically. The dichotomy of control lives within you. Every choice is an opportunity to reclaim it. The question is not whether you have the power, it is whether you will choose to use it. Drop a comment below. What is the first belief or habit you will examine tomorrow through the lens of the dichotomy of control? How has Marcus Aurelius's philosophy already started shifting your perspective? Your insights might inspire others in this community. Marcus Aurelius wrote that the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. The choice before you is clear: continue living according to others' expectations, or embrace the dichotomy of control and forge your own path. The power has always been yours. The only question is whether you will claim it. Your journey begins now, with the very next decision you make.